By the year 2040, Japan officially plans to deploy exactly 10 million AI-equipped robots across 18 different industries. As global attention fixes on software chatbots and digital assistants, Japan is reframing artificial intelligence as essential physical infrastructure. Japan's population is projected to shrink by over 20% by 2040. The workforce is collapsing in real time, leaving massive, unfillable labor voids in manufacturing, logistics, and elder care. To address this rapid decline, Prime Minister Sanai Takaichi recently enacted a 14-year, 370 trillion yen growth plan. That broader blueprint covers 17 distinct sectors, including defense and shipbuilding. But out of that massive pool, exactly 10.5 trillion yen is strictly ring-fenced to build the country's physical AI ecosystem. This massive investment transforms robotics into a calculated, sovereign survival tactic, an attempt to replace a vanishing human workforce through pure industrial scale. To build the intelligence for these machines, tech giants like SoftBank, Sony, NEC, and Honda formed the Noetra Consortium. Their objective is to engineer a purely domestic, multimodal foundation model. To make that model actually understand the physical world, it requires vast amounts of real-world operational data. Noetra is expanding to include 44 distinct companies across multiple industries, all volunteering their proprietary industrial data to train the AI. Headlines have heavily reported a 1 trillion yen government investment into this project. That number represents a rigid funding ceiling. It is not a guaranteed payout. The operation runs on a strict stage-gate system. Only the first year's 387.3 billion yen is guaranteed. Every subsequent round of funding depends entirely on the consortium hitting specific developmental milestones. If the technology stalls, the government has the explicit option to pull the funding. This aggressive system forces the consortium to deliver immediate, real-world robotic utility just to keep the project alive. Right now, the global physical AI race is fragmented. The US leads in AI intelligence. China dominates in manufacturing scale. Japan leads in national deployment. This reliance on hardware scale presents a direct threat to Japan. Take Booster Robotics and its K1 humanoid. Often mistaken for a Japanese creation, it is actually a Chinese innovation. It demonstrates how quickly foreign developers could undercut Japan's advanced domestic tech with cheap open-source hardware. South Korea is mounting its own aggressive public-private counter-strategy. They are actively layering specialized multi-agent systems on top of their sovereign AI models, allowing these specialized digital agents to handle highly complex physical tasks. To maintain its competitive edge, Japan is now rapidly pushing its robots completely out of the factory floor. The government recently updated its strategy to prioritize high-touch service sectors, adding restaurants, food manufacturing, and medical care to combat daily labor shortages. Success in this global race depends on who controls the physical infrastructure, the actual machines that will cook the meals and care for the elderly on a daily basis. Despite what we see online, physical AI systems are not chatbots with legs. A language model processes concepts like gravity strictly through text, which is completely useless for physical balance. Robots use a 3-layer AI stack. Layer 1 is the foundation model, planning tasks without controlling motors. Layer 2 is a physics filter, blocking unsafe actions. Layer 3 houses sensors like IMUs, running real-time feedback loops to ground the machine in physics. Because the high-level reasoning is completely separated from the real-time physics engine, these robots can operate reliably around unpredictable human environments without causing harm. As Japan aggressively implements this architecture, their robotics rollout will serve as the exact template for neighboring economies like Taiwan and Singapore, which face the exact same aging crises. We can already see the financial momentum. The commercial humanoid market sits at a baseline of $1.8 billion in 2026. By 2031, base case revenue is projected to hit $10 billion, representing 200,000 newly deployed units entering the workforce annually. As these deployment numbers scale up, traditional human workforce metrics will likely be replaced. Going forward, robot density will emerge as the definitive measure of a nation's competitive industrial power. The ultimate question is whether Japan's 10.5 trillion yen gamble successfully pioneers the autonomous economy, or if the technology fails to mature before the 2040 deadline. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to KYC AI Labs for more deep dives into strategic technology.